Hey pumpkins, welcome back to my channel. If you've never seen this channel before, hello and welcome. My name is Amy Pumpkin and today we're going to be doing this Avant Garde butterfly design. Before we get started, please make sure you're subscribed and then we'll get straight into the tutorial. So I'm starting with a base of foundation already on, and now we're going to flatten down our eyebrows and we're going to use a washable glue stick and an eyebrow brush. So I'm really piling on the glue, going in the opposite direction to how the hair grows, and then I'm going to comb the hair straight up so that they lie flat against the skin, and then we apply one more layer of glue in an upward direction to really flatten them out. Then once the glue is dry, we're going to cover them with concealer, tap that out with a finger and then set it with powder. Now that's dry, we're going to section off some areas of the face using some surgical tape. First I'm going to mark out where I want the tape to go, and then I'm going to use the tape to join the dots. This makes it a lot easier to get a symmetrical design. So now we're going to cut the tape in half lengthways, just because it's easier to get in the right positions with it being a little bit thinner, especially when you're working around the eye area. This tape has quite a strong stick, so I'm going to take away a little bit of that stick by putting it on the back of my hand and peeling it off, which doesn't really hurt, I'm just a goofball. And then obviously we're going to join those dots with the surgical tape. So now we've got all of that tape down, we're going to start applying our paint, using quite a stiff brush to get a stippled effect. I'm starting out with a light purple, and then a pink, and then a red, a darker purple, a touch of orange, some royal blue, and a little bit of black, and then lastly a tiny touch of white. I'm keeping the darker colours closer to the tape, and then tapering the lighter colours further out to get a somewhat colourful contoured effect. I did try using a hair dye brush for a while, but it was just too scratchy on my skin, so I stuck to my stippling brush for the majority. I'm taking the design right over the eyelids to get some good even blocks of that coloured effect. On the neck, I'm going a little bit more heavy-handed with the colours because I want it to make sort of a collar type design. So now all those colours are on and looking pretty awesome, even if I do say so myself. Now comes the incredibly fun but incredibly messy part. We're going to apply some liquid latex with an old brush into some random areas within the tape, and then on top of that we're going to press on some iridescent glitter. Hooray for glitter! There's always room for glitter in my world. As always, you do need to be super careful with liquid latex and glitter when you're going around your eyes, so please bear that in mind. It is also worth keeping in mind that it is super messy, so if you can minimise that as much as possible, it would be beneficial, and you also might want to keep a vacuum cleaner close by for when you're done. So once you're happy with the amount of glitter that you've packed on, we're going to do the most satisfying thing in this whole video. We're going to carefully peel away the tape to reveal some lovely sharp edges. And we're going to continue the process onto the cheekbones and then down onto the neck. with applying the glitter and then peeling off the tape. I'm not sure if you can see it very well on camera, but my skin went super red where I pulled the tape off, but don't be concerned, my skin goes red at the slightest thing, and it goes away just as quickly as it appears, so it's no biggie. So now we're going to go around the edges of where that tape was, and we're going to create a nice thick white border. This will keep the edges nice and crisp for when we fill in the rest of all visible skin with that white face paint. And there's that redness again, let's just cover that up. In areas like the cheek and the jawline where there's only one sharp line to work off of, we're just going to flick downward gently until the white face paint meets up with the colour, just to leave a nice soft transition. Now we are going to stick all of the things onto the face. So I'm starting with some silver foil pieces using some tweezers, and then we're going to add some acrylic flowers which I got from the craft store on a little sheet, and you just peel them off and stick them on. And I've also got some cute little white butterfly confetti that I'm going to stick on individually, and then finally some stick-on jewels. And I'm applying all of these bits and bobs using some liquid latex. If you should choose to add anything that's any heavier than this, you will need a stronger adhesive like spirit gum, but for what I'm using, liquid latex worked perfectly. So I'm just sticking these pieces on at random where I think it would be nice to accent the colours. In we go with those little white butterflies, they're so cute. I did want to add more, but I kind of felt like it would be slightly overkill with all of the other things that I was sticking on, so I just kind of kept it minimal-ish, but not really. For the lips, we're going to use a colour which is complementary to the colours that we've used. So I chose a nice dark red liquid lipstick. This one is Cherry Skies from NYX. It's up to you whether you want to overline your lips. On this occasion I did, so that it balanced out the face nicely against the bold eyes. And I've also added some blue eyeliner in the waterline and some fluttery false lashes and some black mascara. Then we're going in with a few more small stick-on jewels. Again, I'm just using complementary colours to what I've used, and I'm evenly spacing them out all over the face and chest. And now it's time for those gorgeous big butterflies. Again, I got these beauties from the craft store. They had some double-sided tape on the back, which was good enough adhesive for me on this occasion. But if I was to wear this look out to a party or a festival or anything like that, I would definitely have stuck these on with spirit gum to make sure they stayed in place all day or night or whatever. And then I just pushed my hair back and added a flower crown, because who doesn't love a flower crown? And this is the finished look. This was a super fun look to create. I really hope you enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed painting it. Please make sure you subscribe before you leave. Become a member of the Pumpkin family. I post videos at least once a week, every single week. And if you want to see some more of my designs right now, here's a couple that you might enjoy. And until next time, I love you very much, and I will speak to you soon.